I'm crazy, but I know what I mean. I love a stew. Can you just believe I just said Primark? Because I love my dressing gowns. Sit in the scene, sit in the scene. So, hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to my 10 top autumn favourites of 2020. So I'm excited about this video because I actually am collaborating with the lovely being Mrs. Dudley. If you haven't already seen her videos, she does a lot of videos on lifestyle, DIYs, on a budget, everything on a budget, beauty, reviews, hauls. She is absolutely amazing, so I'd love it if you check her out. She has done an autumn favourites video. I will leave in the description if you want to check that out and watch it after that you finish watching mine. And also subscribe to her channel and comment on her video to let her know that you came from me. So yeah, if you are coming here from Juliet's channel, then hi, welcome. I hope that you like it here. I hope that you subscribe. I am a mum of 2 children. I've got a boy and a girl. My daughter is 10 and I've got a son who is just turned 4. He has just started school and it's all a bit crazy at the moment. But yeah, I also do a lot of cleaning and motivational videos because I am a mum and I like to motivate people, and I also do hauls and stuff like that. And I've just recently this year moved into my first built house. So that's a little bit of a background of who I am. Without further ado, let's get straight on into my autumn favourite. So autumn favourite number 1 has got to be, I love a chunky knit cardigan and oversized at that. So I got this, a lot of people are asking me on my last video that I've done, I think it was my Get It All Done video, they're asking me where I got this cardigan from, and it is my favourite this year so far. I recently got this from Primark. Can you just believe I just said Primark? Oh my god, I didn't say Primark. It's still Primark though. Anyway, I got this from Primark and it was only £13. I got it in a large, and I know I'm not a large, but I like to have it oversized, especially in the autumn winter, because I want it to feel like a dressing gown. And that's the thing with a cardigan. It's basically a dressing gown you can wear out and it's acceptable. That's what I like about it. So it's like a luxury version of dressing gown because I love my dressing gowns. So yeah, I love this and I love the creamy colour. It's just a chunky knit. And if you want to see it on, you can have a look at my previous video to this, and I'm wearing it in that video. But it is absolutely stunning and it is so cozy. So now we're moving on to candles. One of my favourite things about this year is I burn a lot more candles. Tell me if you're the same. In the autumn winter, it's more like candle weather. I don't know if that's even a thing, but I know what I mean. Like in the summer, it's too hot to be blown to put a candle on. I don't know if that's just me and whatever, but in autumn, I get my candles out and I love them. I also love the scents of them. And basically, I got this one from, you may have seen another video, I got this from HomeSense this year, and it is definitely one of my favourites this year because it's called White Pumpkin and smells like pumpkins. But in general, I really love the DW Home because this is a DW Home company and I love their brand. Their candles smell amazing and they last for a long time. So yeah, I got this from HomeSense. It was really difficult to find any pumpkin-y ones in HomeSense this year, but I managed to find this one and I'm so glad it's a DW Home one. So yeah, it is definitely one of my favourite candles at this time of year. So the next thing I'm going to be talking about is my favourite food for autumn. Now, this is what makes autumn in my opinion. So I love a good slow cooker meal in the autumn winter. So all I ever do is basically cook meals like that. I just think they're so easy. You prepare them and chuck it all. You just basically chuck it all in the morning, and by dinner time you've got a really nice warm meal, if that makes any sense. So my favourite has got to be a stew or a casserole, whichever you call it, a beef stew or casserole, whichever one you call it. But I call it a stew and I absolutely love it. I did recently in my Cook With Me on my Get It All Done, I did recently just make one. So here is the stew that I made the other day. And it was so nice and it just made me feel so cozy and warm, like inside. Yeah, crazy, I know, I'm crazy, but I know what I mean. I love a stew. So yeah, stew is my number 1 favourite food of the autumn. Now we're moving over to home item, my favourite autumn home item. Now, as you all know, I love a bit of interior, I love home stuff. And in the autumn winter, I feel like, I know this is an autumn video, but I'm saying winter as well because it sort of goes into one in the end. But I feel like that's the time of year that everybody concentrates on their home. So like they make it all nice and cozy because let's be honest, we're in it most of the time in the autumn winter because of the weather. So my favourite, it was really difficult to choose, But one of my favourites has got to be a blanket. I'm just going to show you this one. I've got loads of blankets, but it was the nearest one to hand. I have loads of them. And this has the tassels. By the way, I don't know whether it's back on stock on the range because I did do this in a haul before. It was only $4.99 this one, and I'll check if it is in stock. If it is, I'll link it below. But it was a bargain at $4.99 and everybody wanted one. So yeah, basically I just really love a nice, cozy blanket. So the first things that I do when I settle down overnight after the kids are in bed is I get a blanket, I get a cup of tea, and generally just watch Netflix or something, put a candle on, sit in the scene. So yeah, I love a cozy blanket. This one isn't exactly the coziest one. I do like a really big soft one, but I think that's upstairs. So I'm just showing you this just for display purposes only. So a fro, but really autumnal, because I have froze all year round, but I generally use them more in the winter, right? The actual favourite home item of autumn has got to be a recent purchase of mine. You may have seen it in another video in my Decorate With Me, and it is my glass pumpkin. I absolutely love this. It is so stunning. I've stuck lights in it for now. You can put treats in it, so ignore the thing that I need to cut off. But yeah, if you see the vibe I was going for here, it looks stunning overnight. Just gives like a little bit of light if you're watching the telly, nice and cozy. It's so really nice, honestly. And obviously, like I said, you've got the opening, which is where I put the lights. But this you can put in treats, so you can put chocolates or something like that. I will leave this linked below to where you can get it from, because it's very hard to get. In the UK, you can't usually get stuff like this. It's usually only America that does these sort of things, but I managed to find it and I was so chuffed I did. So yeah, that's got to be my favourite pumpkin, so favourite autumn decoration of 2020. Okay, so moving on to favourite movie. This one was a tricky one because I liked a few, but one of my absolute favourite like binge watch type films, because I like to have a few films to watch, if that makes any sense. Anyway, my favourite binge watch film to watch when it comes to autumn and you get all cozy under the blanket and all of that has got to be Twilight. I love Twilight, and the fact that they've got more than one film makes it amazing. So I just binge watch that. Like when it comes to the autumn, that's exactly what I do. I put on films like that, but Twilight is one of my all-time favourite films. So yeah, definitely the best film to watch for this weather. And my favourite drink of autumn has got to be, I love coffee and I just love warm drinks in general, drink them all year round. But I really particularly like this one in the autumn, and that is nothing but the pumpkin spice latte. Got this morning. It's an absolute mess. Look, I've spilt it everywhere. I've got lipstick on it and everything. Like, I'm just living my best life over here, so don't worry about me. But basically, not that you can see that that's pumpkin spice, but I can promise you now there's pumpkin spice in there. And I'm holding it like it's an ornament. But it is honestly so nice. And it's basically, long story short, when I have coffee, I have like a gazillion sugars in it because I'm terrible. I'm really bad for sugar, I know. But when it comes to things like pumpkin spice, and then you go on to the Christmas ones, okay, we're not at Christmas yet. But anyway, when you go on to these ones with the caramel and all that, because I also like to put a bit of caramel into my own coffee if I'm at home. So that's another favourite of mine in the autumn, winter. But this is my go-to if I really want to feel like I'm autumnal. I want to feel like I want to treat myself. It's definitely got to be a Starbucks pumpkin spice. So yeah, that is my all-time favourite drink for autumn. Okay, so moving on to beauty item. As you know, if you do know, I don't really wear loads of makeup all of the time. I am a mum and makeup is a no-go if I'm in a rush. So it's not that I don't change up my makeup very much. I'm very much the type of person that doesn't really like change in things like that, like makeup, because, well, I haven't really got the time to sit down and learn how to do makeup, if I'm honest with you, because I do have 2 kids and I'm always rushing around. But my favourite beauty item, if this still classes as it, is a Lush bath bomb. So I like to treat myself in the autumn because, I don't know about you, but I tend to have more baths in the autumn, winter. In the summer, I have showers. Obviously, I still have showers in the autumn, winter, but I prefer to have a lovely bath. It's the time of year that I really do like self-care. Like I actually take time out and do pamper evenings and things like that and look after myself, because I also struggle, even though I love autumn, winter, I can also struggle with a bit of seasonal change. I don't know if any of you get that. It's like seasonal anxiety. Like it's a change thing. There is a name for it, but I do suffer with that. Generally, I suffer with that more in like January time. I think a lot of us do because it's after Christmas and we've got nothing to look forward to. But carrying on with autumn, I make more time for myself. And just for the purposes of this video, because it is an autumn video, I have definitely gone all out and got an actual pumpkin one. So can you believe Lush does actual pumpkins shaped ones? Like, that's amazing. That gives me autumnal vibes. But generally, it's actually any bath bomb or any Lush bath bomb. I don't do it every week and all of that because, you know, Lush can be quite expensive. But it's definitely one of them ones that I do treat myself to every now and again in the autumn, winter. Because I just think it's nothing better than getting in a nice candlelit bath with a bath bomb and all of that. I just literally want to get in the bath now. But yeah, that is my favourite beauty item. Okay, so moving on to one of everyone, I think it's a mum favourite. So we're moving on to Zoflora now, and my favourite autumn Zoflora scent has got to be warm cinnamon. So this has got to be like my favourite one out of all of them. See, I'm jumping ahead. There's Christmas ones I like as well, but I can just tell you that another time. But this for autumn is definitely, it gives me proper autumn vibes. Something about cinnamon that just makes me feel so warm, and I don't know, I keep saying warm, like just put the heating on Siobhan and you'll feel really warm. But I know what I mean. Like, let me know down in the comments what your favourite Zoflora is for the autumn season. Do you have a favourite, or do you continue with your other Zofloras throughout the year? Don't get me wrong, I don't just use this and that's it for the rest of autumn. I do actually still use my old favourites, my old time favourites, but this has got to be the nicest one for autumn in my opinion, for me. But let me know your favourite. So now we're going to move over to footwear. So if you might think that I'm going to whack out some fashionable pair of boots, I am actually in a second, but that's not my all-time favourite piece of footwear to wear in the autumn, if that makes any sense. So if you're a mum like me, forget about being a mum actually. No, this is for everybody. If you are like me and the most amazing thing on your feet is slippers, then yeah, this is my all-time autumn favourite. This is when you get out the really good slippers. So I always generally get these from Primark every year, and they're just really nice and soft and fluffy and cozy, and obviously keep your feet nice and warm. I keep saying warm, but yeah, these are only like £4. I literally just got these the other day because obviously it's autumn now and I need to buy my slippers. So if I do leave the house in autumn, which is only because I'm doing the school run, generally I wear boots. Obviously I wear boots like everybody else. So in the transition phase, I probably wear trainers. So I wear my white chunky trainers, but actual like autumn winter like styled boot sort of things, I got these because I'm in a bit of a reinventing time in my life. I want to reinvent my style. Both of my kids have gone to school. I turned 30 this year, and I just feel a bit like I'm going through something that I need to basically do something for me. So I went out shopping the other day, and I went a bit mad actually. That's a really good point, by the way. I've actually went to Primark and spent a bit too much money. I think I've got a Primark haul coming, but let me know in the comments if you do want to see Primark hauls, because I did actually start my channel doing Primark hauls, but obviously I don't know whether, I know I do a lot of cleaning, motivating and all that. I'm still going to do all of that no matter what, but I just like to show you every now and again what I pick up, because it could be quite helpful, because I like the Primark hauls and stuff. It is helpful to see what's new in and what you can put it with. It gives you ideas. So let me know if you do want a Primark haul. Let me know in the comments and I'll be sure to film that for you. But anyway, this is not even Primark, by the way. This is H&M. So I got these beautiful boots. I absolutely love these. Very edgy. Like I said, I'm going through something. I've turned 30 and I feel like I need to be that edgy mum. I've got a few different styles that I like. So I sort of like a bit of edgy look every now and again, but I also like the cozy look and loungewear. I love loungewear. That is my all-time favourite stuff. That's another thing, clothing-wise, loungewear, live in that. In fact, I live in that all year round. It's not really an autumn favourite, is it? But anyway, these are my favourites this year because obviously I bought them this year. My last year ones are just ruined. But yeah, these were only £20 and they were from H&M. So I will leave the link to these below if I can find it. But I just think these sort of boots are very in this year. So I love them. So now we're on to number 10, which is my favourite thing to do in the autumn. And hands down, it is pumpkin picking. I'm sorry, but I love pumpkin picking. Me and the kids go every single year. It's just something about it that makes me feel so, I don't know, it's just really nice. It's a nice thing to do. So I just love it. And then when we bring them home and we carve them out, it's just really nice. I absolutely love a day out pumpkin picking. It is one of my all-time favourites. Other than that, I like to do more crafts more in the autumn as well. So like you get them sort of coldy days, not even a word. When you get them like cold, drizzly days and stuff, like on the weekend, like I'll get out the craft stuff with the kids, and we tend to do more crafts in the autumn, winter. I don't know if you're the same, but I just tend to do that myself. It's just a nice thing to do. So we like to like paint pumpkins, hence the reason like this one here I painted. But yeah, we tend to just do little craft afternoons and stuff because we love doing that in our house, and we do it more in the autumn, winter. So that is my 10 top favourites for autumn 2020. Please don't forget to go into the description and click on Juliet's video. She has done the same. She's got some amazing favourites. They're all different, and I would absolutely love it if you, like I said, if you go over, subscribe to her channel, watch her video, and let her know that you came from my channel. So if you did enjoy this video at any point, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!